Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome back at the van cave. That was a nice little trip we took to Havasu, huh? Well, I'm getting a late start, very late. It's almost evening. I'm gonna start on the battery box, bed frame, whatever you want to call it. Got these heavy boys sitting here. First thing, I'm bolting down. This is 5/8 plywood, all pre-cut. This will actually be the actual size of the box here. So I'm running self-tappers all the way down through the floor, the metal floor of the van. So that should hold it pretty good. Plus the box itself is going to attach to the wall. This thing won't go anywhere. I'll build blocking and straps so them batteries will be securely mounted, and with it being this bolted to the floor, these won't go anywhere. They'll be actually attached to the floor of the van. If I get in that kind of a wreck, it's over anyway. Then that little piece up there, that's where the kitchen is going to sit. The cabinets are actually going to sit on top of that chunk of wood. Once again, I'm building this for stuff to be removed at a later date. I know for a fact I'll change this probably the end of the year. So it's just, once you get in there and use them for a while, it'll be absolutely good enough for it'll be good enough for this summer and fall, but I will probably refine this, especially the bed part. I'm still considering maybe at a later date a Murphy bed that folds up. This could be turned into a bench seating as well as a bed. All different kinds of things. Definitely do not have any time right now for that. Plus I want to use it for a while to make up my mind. Get it in use. So here we go. This is going to be the very start of the box, and the electrical is very time consuming. That's what I was getting at Lowe's and Home Depot, was low boxes to mount and all that. So alrighty, well, here we go. Round one, ding ding. All right, be back. Voila, two down there, and put a couple in the middle. That should hold it for now. Okay, be back. Alrighty, here we go. Check it out. Yay. Okay, here's the start of the frame. It's gonna come like this. The foam bed will be up here where I sleep. Bundled up all the wires. I made a back piece here. This is where the solar controller, the inverter, whatever else, some of the electronics are going to mount. So they'll be tight back here. This is going to be an open area for some storage. Yay. Batteries will get boxed in up there. I am also going to add, I got quite a bit of this foam board left over, so I'm going to piece it in here. Get a little more insulation. Why not? So anyway, that's how we're looking. It's getting late at night. It's almost after 9:30, so I'm getting a little tired. I'm going to bundle this up. I'm going to go ahead and put the insulation in, fasten that board down, call it a night. Then tomorrow I should have a full day that I can actually work on this. We'll see how much we can get done. Yay! But I'm hoping, I don't know, be real heavy if I had it as one, but I'm going to try to make some kind of a lid too. At least this back part where it could open up. Up there, I don't think that's that important. That could be closed up here. Anyway, a lot of thoughts. Always thinking. Doing these builds, I'll tell you, it takes a toll on you. Alrighty, well, I'll see you in the morning. Hey, good morning. Survived it. Alright, here we go. Got some pieces laid out here. Check it out. Got that mounted. There's insulation, that foam board behind there. There's the main bulk of the wires. There's the battery feed for up front. That'll go up to those batteries. I'm mounting some grounding. I'm mounting some grounding areas here. You can see they got the factory one up there. So I figured this would be a good panel to ground off of. I'm going to put another one behind here. Another grounding port over there. So everything will be well grounded. Plus I have one in that little panel up there too. And I'm just grounding it to the chassis of the van, to the frame. Okay, now I got to finish my coffee, put a little thought. We're going to hang the inverter, the controller, get some wires run up there, get a few things done. This is the power panel. These are for RVs. This used to be in my cargo trailer. Down there is an actual battery charger. So if I'm plugged into shore power, this will also charge the batteries. It's got a real nice 12-volt panel in it, plus 110. So I'm going to get all that hooked up. It's going to sit. Get my mess there. It's going to sit right here, and this will be plywood around it. So I'll have access to all this. Also, there will be a remote start for the inverter. I'll probably put that back here. And there's going to be probably a plug or something back here too. Don't know yet. We'll see. See how it all works out. But that's the plan. Also, Renogy Bluetooth has a Bluetooth deal where I can check this with my phone. They got an app and everything. We'll get into that later. Today's just kind of the layout. I'll get the stuff mounted, run some of the wiring, get the battery secure, then I can start finishing my frame. Yay. Hopefully everything goes good. Alrighty, well, let me put a little thought into this, get some more tools, clean up my mess from last night. We'll get going on this thing. How about that? Look at the size of that inverter, huh? Renogy 3000 watt pure-sine. Alright, be back. Alrighty, there we go. Got her blocked. Got those straps there. Those straps will come over. Do that in a while. But it shouldn't. They definitely won't slide. The straps should keep them from bouncing a little bit. Plus, I'm going to reinforce this with some more wood once I get the frame built. There'll probably be a protector so these don't bounce. These puppies aren't going anywhere. Once again, if these come loose, I'm in trouble. beyond batteries. Okay, so Renogy 200 amp hour, 2 of them. Any of these Renogy products, down in the description there's a link how to get the Renogy website. Be sure to check it out. Click that link. I've been very impressed with Renogy. They have technical staff. You call them up, they'll help you size it and everything. You don't have to be an engineer. They got them for you. So once again, Renogy empowered. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and get the controller mounted, then the inverter, then I can start laying out some wiring. You can see right there where I grounded to the frame just for the batteries. There's a secondary ground back there that'll feed the panels and whatever else. You can never have enough grounding wires on these things. Okay, well, let's get going. Okay, what they send you are these little brackets. Let me open them here. I'm kind of one-handed. Hang on. And they go on the back of the controller. Guess it's like that. Voila. Then when you mount it, you gotta put a screw in there. Alright, let me get these other ones on. Voila. That gives a little extra airflow in there too. So, cool. Alrighty. I'm thinking maybe I might add on the back of this inverter, I might put a couple wood strips. That'll give it, keep it away from the wood a little bit too. Alrighty, let me get this mounted. Okay, before I get this mounted, I'll show you real quick. Down here is where you put in the wires. They have little screw ports there. There is a temperature regulator that sticks on the battery like a safety feature. That plug will plug in here. This is for the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth will plug, see that? Will plug in right here. Then you have panel plus, panel minus, battery plus, battery minus, and those wires will come in off the roof to here, and these will go up to the batteries. Yay! So anyway, I thought I'd show you these because once it's mounted, it'd be kind of hard to show you on camera. So once again, this is the 40 amp MPPT charge controller, the Rover by Renogy. Any info, click the links down below. That'll take you right to their website. You can also contact them. They got engineers and technicians that'll assist you. Alright, let me get this thing mounted. There we go. Alrighty, I think the inverter can go right here. What do you think? Okay, thanks. Alright. Okay, on this inverter, I decided I cut these 2 strips for the wall, and basically what that's going to give this thing is a little more airflow underneath it, because they do warm up a little bit and they have fans on it. So on this Renogy 3000 pure-sine inverter, I'm going to go ahead and strip mount it, give it a little extra room because I got plenty of room. Why not? I like the way there's air behind that controller there too on the Renogy 40 amp. So, all right, Well, let me get this mounted real quick, and then we'll go on from there. Yay. There it is. See, that gives that extra airflow back there. There. Hello. Okay, I like that. That's on there too. Cool beans. All right. Keep on marching. Okay, here we go. We are Renogy empowered. Yay. Okay, this is this red line here is coming off the roof. That's your solar panels. That's going to go to the positive of your charge controller. Then from the controller, it'll go to the battery. That would be one. All the grounding is already to the body of the van. I'm going to add another grounding block. So all this stuff will be grounded right to the chassis, including the batteries. It's already grounded there. The batteries are hooked in parallel, positive, positive, negative, negative. This makes those two 200 amp batteries, 400 amp hours. This red line, remember the other night we hooked up the charging relay. This line here will go to the batteries. So in case, say like I'm out and it's a cloudy day, no solar, if I need power, I can charge these batteries off the engine of the van. Or while driving, it'll charge. That charging relay will open and shut on demand. Okay, so, and also the controller. It goes up certain voltage, we'll shut it off. That's what it does, control and regulate. I'm also going to use this disconnect switch from the roof so I can actually turn the solar on and off from the roof down here. So it sounds complicated. It's not really. Once again, it's all 12 volt, positive to positive, negative to negative. So, and probably the easiest thing would be show you when I'm got all this wired up anyway. Because besides all this, we got the shore power panel for all the plugs and everything in the van. That'll be a separate video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call this a video here because I got quite a bit on here. This thing's getting a little long. So let's call this a video. Next video, I'll have a bunch of this wired. We can go into more detail on this, on all the Renogy equipment, and go on from there. Okay? From the Van Cave. Talk soon.